Peace and blessings, y'all. This is Damon K. Jones. This is the Health Mindset, and we're going over chapter 5 of the Strategies of Self. Let's get into it, y'all.
What kind of food do you eat? You say soul food? Was that the food of African people? Slave food. The food that we find most satisfying. The food that we find that sticks to our ribs. The food that we call down home. A food that we learn to eat in the quarters.
What's up? What's up? What's up? This is Damon K. Jones, and welcome to the Health Mindset. And we're going over chapter 5 of my book, The Strategies of Self. And chapter 5 is your self-respect. Why is self-respect so important? When you have self-respect, you fully love yourself. You love yourself for who you are on the inside and not because of what you do, what you like, or what you are capable of. When you have self-respect, you take pride in who you are and you know that you're valuable. On the flip side, without self-respect, it's difficult to have honesty, confidence, and integrity. Instead, a person without self-respect may feel the emotions of anger, guilt, blame, shame, or regret. And they sport secretive behaviors because deep down they feel unworthy. Beyond that, if you can't respect yourself, how can you respect others, and how can others respect you? You have to know how to put your needs first. Too many people put the needs of others before their own. Although this is admirable, in order to respect and serve others, you need to meet your own physical and emotional needs first. Meeting your own needs first is an important part of respecting yourself. Here's a story of Joan. Listen to this story. Who realized too late the importance of respecting her own needs. Joan had a friend that she did everything for. She would always put her needs of her friend before her own. Whenever her friend needed help with something, big or small, Joan will always be there, even if she had to rearrange her own schedule. It worked for a while, but then Joan began to feel that the constant help for her friend was becoming emotionally taxing. It was almost as if Joan became a servant of her friend. She wasn't Joan, she was her friend's friend. Even her friend began to think of her that way. Eventually, Joan began to feel like her friend was taking advantage of her, and these feelings escalated to resentment. Joan started to make excuses to get out of helping her friend. Now, they are no longer friends. So what happened? Joan was trying to achieve self-respect and thought she could only gain self-respect by putting her friend's needs before her own. She was trying to prove that she deserved respect instead of looking into herself and finding the great things about herself that already deserved respect. Because she didn't even respect herself, her friend didn't respect her either. If Joan respected herself and her own needs, she might have communicated her feelings to her friend and put her own schedule first sometimes. Joan would have felt the confidence to do the things she needed to do for herself in addition to doing things for her friend. Fundamentally, Joan's self-respect could have allowed her friend to respect her also. There's a good chance that Joan and her friend would still be friends today if she had only looked inside herself and realized that they were already a lot of respect. There's nothing wrong with stepping up for others, but you must have a solid self of self-respect. Respecting your mind and your body and spirit. Because we are all unique human beings with strengths and great qualities of our own. You need to respect your entire mind, your body, and spirit. Don't look in the mirror and say, I'm not attractive or I'm stupid. That's not what matters. Do you think your loved ones love you unconditionally? Of course they do. They love you because what's inside you. They respect you for who you are, and you need to respect yourself too. You need to respect yourself because you have an inner being that demands your patience, love, and respect. If you find yourself to be unattractive, unintelligent, or uninspired, throw that kind of mentality out the window. Respect your body because it's the home of your mind and your spirit. Then harness the spirit and love it because it's really who you are. Loving your body and mind and spirit is key to gaining self-respect. And then extend yourself out to meet the needs of others. That's chapter 5 of the Strategies of Self, your self-respect. So thank you for listening. The entire book is on YouTube. And every Thursday, if you send questions, every Thursday, we are doing question and answering. So send your questions to askthehealthmindset@gmail.com, askthehealthmindset@gmail.com. And every Thursday, we're going live with your questions. Every Thursday, we're going live with your questions, and we're going to talk about health, wellness, mental clarity, whatever questions you have. If you send anything stupid, you're just going to be blocked. It is what it is, because we're about being serious about health, wellness, and mental clarity moving forward for young people, for older people. We're in this time and era now where sickness and mental illness has taken over communities throughout the nation. So we here at the Health Mindset, myself, man, we trying to give information to enlighten people, to make people healthy in all aspects of life. So if you have any questions, please email ask.thehealthmindset@gmail.com. Please email us at that email, and we will be honored to answer your questions every Thursday. We will be honored to answer your questions every Thursday. So please check us out. And thank you again. Thank you again. And go to the next chapter, chapter 6. Peace and blessings. Have a blacktastic day. And remember, God is in your vegetables. Peace out.
What kind of food do you eat? You say soul food? Was that the food of African people? Slave food. The food that we find most satisfying. The food that we find that sticks to our ribs. The food that we call down home. A food that we learn to eat in the quarters. And yet we dare say that we have escaped slavery. That we have nothing to do with those people back there. That was back there. When our whole very social life and social relationships, our very definition of ourselves as a people, our very attempt to commune with ourselves is mediated by the food of slaves. What kind of God do you worship? Who taught you to praise him? Was this the God you were praying to before you were brought to these shores? Was this the religion you had before you were brought to these shores? How can you then, who define yourself, the very essence of yourself, and the very essence of your soul, and organize the very nature of your life here on earth, based on a God handed to us by a